All right, class. On to the next section here, doors. We're in our laundry room. This door that was on top, so we're going to grab this guy and set it. Now, a few things that we need to double check before we start setting our doors. Now, if you do your job framing, this rough opening, this is my door jamb sitting here. Here's my rough opening, 2 inches wider than the actual width of my door here. So this one says this is a 2'8" door, which means 2 feet 10 inches wide, the rough opening. That's not 2'8", 28 inches, that's 2 foot 8 inches. That means my door panel, my actual door that's going to go between my door jamb here. Sorry, this is a 2'6" door, which means it's a 2 foot 8 rough opening. So this is 30 inches or 2 foot 6 inches. My rough opening, my framing from here to here is 2 foot 8 inches. All right, that's how most doors are. I guess, categorized or described or sized. This is my hinge side right here, so my door is going to open this way. So the way I look at this is this would be a right-hand door. I would grab the door handle and I would push it open this way. There's no reason I would grab with my left hand and walk through the door like this to open it up. So this is a right-handed door because it's with my right hand. Now, if you guys remember the little exercise that we did, we walked through the entire house and we placed shims in our door jamb on the hinge side, 14, 42, 74 inches. You'll notice that coincides right with my hinge height here. That way my hinge height, the places that my door is hanging off of, are fully supported. Now, whatever side your hinge side of your door is going to be, you have to shim that side out. You have to bring that out at least 1/4 of an inch or so away from your cripple stud or your trimmer stud or whatever you want to call it right here, your framing. You have to bring it out because that's your adjustment. You can drive long screws in here, you can suck the door in and out, and you can adjust the door this way just a little bit. Doors tend to sag over time, especially these heavy masonite doors that we have. So anyway, we've got to shim it out. Now we went through the entire house, they're 6 foot level, shimming out those hinge height, or those hinge sides right here. Boom, that says good. You guys did a wonderful job on this because I've already set a couple doors. The other thing that we need to check is our wall. To make sure that our wall is plumb, which a lot of them in this house aren't. So I'm checking it this way, I'm checking it this way, and according to this, my wall is about a 1/4 inch out of plumb over 6 feet, which is kind of bad. It means my bottom has got to come in this way a little bit. We have to set our doors plumb, level, and square. Now, you guys will also notice, you see the laser line once again at the wall here. I'm going to show you why I have that. I don't use my laser line to set anything to, I just have that laser on all the time just so I have a nice level reference mark. One thing that laser line is really good for me to use for, hang on, I've got to turn it just a little bit here, make sure she's nice and level. I can hit both sides of the door right here. What I can do to make sure that the header piece of my door is nice and level is I can pull down from here and see where it hits my laser line, 45 1/8 of an inch. If I come down this side and double check, 45 1/8 of an inch. Actually, it's about 3/16 of an inch. Basically what that tells me is I've got to shim this door up just a little bit. And wouldn't you know it, I'm getting a telephone call right now. Let's pause. Anyway, telephone call. That's my final door being delivered. But anyway, guys, we have to be plumb this way in and out, or your door's going to want to swing open or swing shut. We also have to be plumb and square this way inside the opening, otherwise the door's going to hit up here, it's going to hit out here, or hit on the bottom somewhere. So I've taken the liberty of doing most of that already. Actually, I'm going to have to shim up my hinge side just a little bit. I'm going to double check this one more time on my laser line here. The laser line set, nice and level. Great. Coming down this side, 45 1/4. This side, I can't quite see. Well, 45 3/16. So that means that side is ever so slightly lower than this side. Alright, so I'm going to have to shim that up, maybe the width of a shim, about 1/16 of an inch. Now, I'm doing this on hard floors, so nobody's ever going to see me shimming this thing up 1/16 of an inch. But it doesn't matter, because what I'm first going to do is you always set, or attach, or build your hinge side first, okay? This is the side that door is going to hang on. We've already got our shims nice and plumb here, so all I should have to do, theoretically, is shoot my nails into there. But We've got our custom jambs in this house, so we need to make sure that our door is sitting nicely between our drywall so our casing will work nicely. And then, once I have it set where I think I can get casing on both sides, the drywall's not sticking out too far, and it doesn't really look like it is, I'm going to double check this with my level to see how plumb it is. And as I hold it up there and look, we got some of our rosin paper on the floor in the way here. Yeah, that shows me that my bottom is supposed to come out. We're a good 1/4 inch out of square. But I want this all to work real nice, so this is where I'm going to shoot my jamb side in, or my hinge side in. Basically, guys, we've got these nice finished door panel, or door jambs here. What I don't want to do is blast 10,000 holes in this thing. I want to blast holes only where I think I'm going to need my holes. So there'll be one right there. One right there. Beautiful. Kind of like where that may be sitting. About there, right about there. Sure, I'm going to come down to the bottom now. Give her 2 nails. And now I'll get 2 right in the middle. Guys, it's as easy as that. Just like that, my hinge side of my door is set. Now what I want to try and do is set that thing even on the other side, about just the exact amount of plumb, so the door sits nicely against our door stops right here when it is shut. Now the first thing I gotta do is I gotta kind of lock this top into place where I want it. Okay? And to do that, I'm gonna take a couple shims, and I'm gonna shim this thing right up here at the top where the header piece comes across. Stick a shim behind there, stick another shim back behind it. Get her set, whoopsie, don't want to grab the shims back there because then they're a pain in the butt to get out. But I kind of like where that guy's sitting right there. You don't want to squeeze that door shut too tight. We don't want to squeeze it in and bow this top piece and risk our door hitting or risk our door opening being too small. So, like that, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double check this thing one more time. By measuring down here and hitting, okay, 45 1/4 shy, down right here, I am going to take the ever so thinnest side of this shim right here, the thin side, and I'm going to just bring this up off the floor a tiny bit. Double check my measurement against that. One more time. Oh, 45 1/4 shy. That's just about perfect. Now, I remember I said this side of my door jamb was a little bit out of plumb here. Come on, about 1/4. I want to try and match this side over here, like I said, so that door sits nicely. Might be a little too much. I can bring that guy in to right about there. And I should bring my bottom out towards the hallway, that way, just a little bit. Should be nice and even. Now I know, because I just double checked, my header piece is nice and level. I double checked it for plumb. It's almost exactly where I wanted. Oh, what did I do with my pencil? Don't give me this. Anyway, what I like to do is mark it on the floor. I'll be right back. Let me grab my pencil. I like to just throw a little pencil mark on the floor right where I think that bottom's got to be. Nothing that'll be seen from moving this way. Okay? Because the only 2 nails I'm going to stick in this thing before I actually hang my door are going to be right up here into those shims. 1, 2. Now, once I get to this point, I am set here, I'm set here, I'm set here. My hinge side is plumbed up, beautiful. My door, my header piece is level. It's shimmed over, and I got 2 nails holding this in right here. But I don't want to just start shooting nails into this side right here. Otherwise, I'm going to pull that door, the opening is going to be way too wide. I need to shim this side out in at least 3 different spots. I like to shim up at the top, right down here by where our strike's going to be, where our door handle's going to go, and then right down there at the bottom. But before I do that, I want to bring in my door, hang it here and test it and test my reveal. And I will go over that in 1 second because my last door is about to show up. Okay, my last door is finally here, you guys. You just dropped it off to me. But anyway, where were we here? All right, so we've got this side set. Our top should be nice and level right now. We got this side nailed up here, but still loose down here. I'm actually going to grab my door panel now, and I'm going to hang the panel on here so I can test my reveal. We'll go over that 1 second as I come back in here with the door. And here is my door. Very tricky getting into this opening here, though. Ugh. This is a heavy, heavy masonite door. We do not want to trust the life of this door to just a few nails that we've hung in here. Okay, so we're going to be very gentle with the doors we're putting in. What I like to do, this outside edge of the door, the hinge side is over here. I like to curl my toes up in my shoe or my boot or whatever. Set that door right on your shoes, not your toes, because trust me, it's heavy. Lock that hinge into place. Always put that top hinge pin in first. Putting the bottom in, you're going to destroy your door. Trust me, just don't do it. There's one hinge. There's my second hinge. My third hinge down here. Notice the door is hanging now. I don't even have a hand on it. But essentially what the door is hanging on is about 5 or 6 nails. Alright? Oh, look at that. Holy smokes. Somebody certainly didn't tighten the hinges down on this puppy, because that thing is way too tight in that corner. And that should never happen. Not happy with this. This is a bad door manufacturing issue right here. That door should be way over there, and I'm going to have to put some long screws into that puppy. Yep. We're going to pause. Stop. I'll give you another video in a minute.